Hey there!
Hey,
Happy Friday! Thank y'all so much for joining us today. Welcome to Flower Friday here at Grace Monroe Home. My name's Amanda,
I'm Sherry.
and we are the mother-daughter designers where we teach you how to transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's right. We've got a fun project we are working on today, so I think you will like it. We are going to make a centerpiece using this lantern, and it's going to be a nice one, I think.
That's right. So when you hop on, y'all make sure that you say hi. You let us know where you're watching from. And if you're watching live, let us know in the comments that you're watching live. If you're watching the replay, let us know that too.
Yes, we like to find out when people are watching.
That's right. Hey, Vicki, thanks for joining us tonight. We are so happy to have you on here with us.
Yes.
So this is a fun project. We are full on Christmas around here.
Oh, yes, we are. Definitely.
We are, and so we have a fun. This is actually a lantern table arrangement, but you know you can use it. You'll be able to use it as a wreath too if you want to use it as a wreath.
Whichever one. That's
so
exactly right.
It's very transitional, and you can use it a lot of different ways.
Yes,
hey,
which
Faith,
I love.
first time viewer, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and tell you what we are working with today.
Yes.
We have, first of all, we have a 24-inch pine. Actually, this is a frosted or flocked pine wreath. This is artificial.
And then we've got the lantern. We've got some ornaments, so several different sizes. We've got some large ones and then some smaller ones. We've got these gorgeous, I absolutely love these poinsettias that are beautiful that we're going to be using. We've got some berries and some gold leaves that we're going to use. And we've also got ornaments that we've already put inside the lantern. So hopefully you can see those.
And then we have some ribbons because we're going to be making some bows for this. So I've got some really pretty ribbons. Actually, most of the supplies that we're using tonight, most of the materials came from Hobby Lobby. Now, I believe the lantern came from TJ Maxx.
Yeah, and the wreath came from
Walmart. But most of the rest of the supplies that we're using tonight did come from Hobby Lobby. Hey, Philip and Nancy, welcome. Hey, Becky.
Philip.
Thank y'all so much for joining us live.
Yes, and the first thing that she's going to start to make the bow, but the first thing that we need to do is to always, what am I trying to say?
Fluff.
Couldn't think of the word. We are going to fluff our wreath. So you're just going to do that by pulling one of the pines one way and one the other, just so that they're not all mashed together. So
yeah,
I have almost finished this one.
And I will say, just so that you know what we did, this is very simple. We just took a 24-inch plain wreath that you can get for, 10 bucks at Walmart.
Just like this, and we just put it around.
Sat it down around our lantern. So there's no base for this.
No.
So you'll actually be able to use this as a wreath on your door if you want to.
That's
now,
right.
If you
or
wanted
you could put
to,
a big candle.
Yeah, and if you wanted to make a base and just put, a piece of wood underneath it and put it on.
You could do that.
On the base, you could do that if you want to.
Yep.
But it's really not necessary.
No.
So we just have been fluffing out, and that is the first thing that you want to do, because when you get your wreath, if you buy it from a store, it's going to be flat.
It's going to be flat.
And we do not want it flat.
And you do want to make sure that some of them that you fluff pushed up against the lantern, because you don't want to see the hole here where it on the bottom. So you just want to make sure that you push some of the pine like up around the lantern. Just like that.
Hey, Vicki and Joyce.
I love this wreath.
Welcome. Hey, Karen.
Hey, ladies.
So while she is fluffing out the wreath for the lantern arrangement, I'm going to go ahead and start making our bow. Now, we're going to have several different little small bows in this, but this is going to be our main big bow. And so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to cut my tails. Now, I want my tails to be about 14 inches, and I'm not measuring it, but that's okay. I think it's around 14 inches. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm going to go ahead and cut my tails, and I'm using 4 different ribbons today.
And I have to say, this is almost pretty. You really wouldn't have
Yeah,
to use
like
anything much.
really,
with it.
you
This
don't have
wreath
to
is
do
gorgeous.
anything. And I'm not sure. I don't remember if you mentioned it, but we put some ornaments. We put a candle
Yeah,
down in the center.
the candle and then the ornaments. We sure did.
So we just kind of
dropped
threw
them
those in there.
Yep, just dropped them in there.
And now let's scoot this over just a tad.
All right.
So I can.
So they can see
Yeah.
you. I can move the glue a little bit more.
So I am using a Bow Dabra bow maker. And we have lots of tutorials on our YouTube channel showing how to make bows using a Bow Dabra. So we have, like I said, tons of different tutorials, and you can get a better up-close view. But I'm going to kind of do it quickly today just for this live. So I'm using a Bow Dabra, and I'm going to put my wire right down in the center of it, just like that, and tuck it under. And then I just sit it down on top of the wire like that. Okay, and one thing I want to do before I start, I do want to dovetail the ends of my tails. So to do that, I just put two of them together, just like that. Fold them over. And then I'm going to cut up, just like that. So I've got nice little dovetails. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And then I'm going to do the same thing to my 1.5. So I'm using two 2.5 inch ribbons and one 1.5 inch ribbon. You do want to make sure that all of your ribbons are wired. That's really important when you're making these wreath bows.
Yes, it's almost impossible to make one without. I mean, it's not impossible, but they just don't come out nearly as pretty.
All right, so I'm going to start with my really pretty red and gold ribbon, and I just throw it down there on the floor, just like that. So I'm going to put my pretty side, my side with the design, I'm going to put that facing down. And I'm going to put my plain side is facing me. And so I just loop it around just like that. Now these are going to be about 5-inch loops. I don't want them too big because it's actually going to go up here on the top of the lantern. So I don't want it too big. So these are about 5 inches. And I twist to make sure that the side with the design is facing down. And then I come around with my second loop. Just like that. Hey Shirley, welcome. Okay, and what I want to do now, I just want to take it, pull it up just like this, and make sure that it's relatively even.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm going to do 4 loops of those. So I'm going to do one more on each side. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off that ribbon because I'm done with this one for now. And then I'm going to put my gold. And put that on. And push it down. And I love this gold glitter ribbon. It's so pretty.
I love it too.
The glitter does get everywhere, but it's really pretty. And I love using glitter. Y'all have heard me say this before. I can't get enough glitter. And I was just telling her, it's really funny because I was noticing when my little girls went to school yesterday morning, I was noticing that they had glitter all in their hair. And I promise my children do take baths.
Oh, they do.
They do. But our house is just full of glitter right now.
Yep, that's what happens.
So it's hard to escape it.
That is what happens.
So I'm doing the same thing with the gold that I did with the red. I'm making my 4 loops at 5 inches.
That bow is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, it's not going to be a huge bow because we just didn't want it too big.
No, you don't want to take away from the arrangement.
It is going to be a nice substantial bow.
Perfect.
I'm going to cut that off because I'm done with that. Next, I'm going to put my red glitter.
And I just love red and gold together.
Diane, most of these ribbons came from Hobby Lobby. But we get ribbon all over, from Craft Outlet, from Hobby Lobby, all kinds of places. Even Walmart.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Ampelco, that we love.
Okay, now this one, I'm also doing this one at 5 inches. And I'm doing 4 loops. And now I'm going to put on my last one. This is also a 1.5 inch. This is kind of an interesting ribbon because it almost looks like leather.
It does, doesn't it? It
And this
feels like it.
It does.
Yeah.
It feels like leather, and it almost looks like leather. But that also came from Hobby Lobby.
Beautiful.
Now this one I'm going to do just a little bit smaller. I'm going to do this one I'd say about 4 inches. So about 1 inch smaller than my last loop. Make sure I've got those even. So I love making these lantern centerpieces. A lot of people don't think to use them, but I have one that I use.
Work
and actually,
so well.
we've got a video showing us make that one, and I use it year round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually in the process of putting attaching ornaments in it, so that I can use it during Christmas too. But I love decorating with these lanterns.
Think it's just so pretty.
So what I did when I got done with my last ribbon, I just pulled it out of the bow dabra and I twisted the wire around. And like I said, we have lots of videos that you can go back and watch and show us do it kind of slow and up close.
Yeah.
So now you just want to fluff out your loops. And that leather ribbon is...
It's a little harder to handle, but it is gorgeous.
Do you want to do that? Well, I don't need to make another bow, so I'll just do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Teresa, the cutters that we use are Stanley.
Yes.
Stanley wire cutters.
We highly recommend them.
Oh, yeah. So to fluff it out, you just take one ribbon or one loop one way and one loop the other and just kind of pull them back and forth.
Yeah.
Until you got it the way you want it. And it takes a few minutes to fluff it out, but...
And while she was doing that, I got my poinsettias ready because they tend to come with all the leaves mashed up and all of that, and the petals, and so you want to straighten those out. So I have done that, and now they are ready to go in. So I'm using my Surebonder glue skillet here that we love, and I'm just dipping the stems in, and I am going to place my poinsettias right here. Let me move that over just a little bit, and I just take a piece of the pine and actually wrap it around the stem to get it to hold right where I want it. I'm going to push that in just a little further. There we go. These are gorgeous, and I'm just pulling out some of my pine around it just to get it back all full around it. Now I'm going to put this one in. Let me just cut off a little of the stem. Just like I do when I'm making a wreath on the stand, I still leave my stems long. I just may cut them off just a little. So this one is going to go over here.
I know in the comments you guys were asking if I ever use pipe cleaners, chenille stems, anything like that. And yes, I do sometimes for my bows, but I actually prefer when I make a full bow to use floral wire.
Mm-hmm.
But when I make the small bows, which you'll see in a little while, I actually prefer to use zip ties. So that's what I use for those. And I'm going to be making some of those in just a minute.
Yes. Alright.
Diane said, do you ever use anything else, anything other than glue? I guess
you mean for
to attach things.
To attach things?
I'm thinking.
Well, a lot of times we wire things on, but we'll either use glue or wire, one or the other. But and sometimes we use both.
Yeah.
But that just depends on how heavy the item is that we're using and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and like I said, for the one that I am doing for my living room, I use it year round. So what I do, I just wire things in so that I can easily take them out and change out for other seasons.
Yes. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm just going to tie it around the top of the lantern. And we'll fluff it again when we finish, because it's hard to see how it is from looking at the back. So we will refluff it. How does that look from there? I can't see it.
Yeah, we need to fix it a little bit, but that's
yeah.
okay. We'll get that.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed. So I've got 2 of my poinsettias in, and I'm putting this one in right back here. So I've basically made a triangle with my poinsettias. And again, I'm just wrapping the pine right around it to get it to hold. And now I have got a little bit of this other greenery. I'm not going to use a lot of it, but I just wanted to sprinkle a little of it through it. And this is a cedar that has some little red berries, and it's just a frosted little stem. So I'm going to put some right here, and I make sure that I've got some coming up, just like I pulled some of the pine up. You want some of it to come up like that, but then I also want some coming down at the bottom.
Elaine, we mentioned earlier that we got the flocked wreath from Walmart. That anywhere, you know, I know that I've seen them at, Hobby Lobby has them anywhere.
Oh, yes.
I just think they're cheapest at Walmart.
Yes, I think so too.
But yeah, anywhere like that. Yeah,
Okay.
why don't we take the bow out and we can put that in at
the end. We may need to, because it's hard for me to see over it. So let's just take it off right now. We can certainly put it on when we finish. Now I can see over it. That's what happens when you're short. I cannot see. Alright. And now this little cedar greenery I actually got at Dollar General. And I thought it was so pretty. So I grabbed up several bunches of it.
I think you should put I personally think you should put the ribbon in the front.
Well, we can certainly
or
put it in
not use it at all. Use the small ones.
Well, whichever one you want to do is fine with me. Since if you ever watched us, you know it'll probably end up at her house. So.
Except I have my own lantern.
Oh yeah,
but
you
hey,
do
I
have
can use another one.
yours. Yeah, I figured it would probably end up at your house, but that's okay. Yeah, wherever you want to put it is perfectly fine. I'm not committed to it being right there on the top, so anywhere will work.
Yeah.
I am still just sprinkling this all throughout. Just making sure that I get it evenly dispersed throughout.
And what I'm doing now, I'm just making some small fillers we're going to be using. And we may not even use the big bow.
Yeah, we may just use the little.
Might just use a small one.
You never can
tell. Because I kind of like the rustic look of the lantern.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
And you never can tell what we'll do, can you? Depends on how we feel when we get it made.
Yeah. Yes, Diane, we did. We bought the wreath and the lantern separately.
Yes.
The wreath we bought at Walmart, and the lantern, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it came from TJ Maxx. Think.
Seems like I remember that's where it was, but I'm not positive either. Okay. One more little piece. So I'm just going to stick that one right in here. You heard me say that you really didn't need to add a lot of greenery or anything to this because it does already have several different kinds of pine in it. But it does help to add just a little something else. It just gives it a little more interest when you do that. And we've even got some pretty gold. Are you finished making? I was going to let you help put.
Oh yeah, I
some
can
of the
put it
gold
in. I was just making some of these. But
Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah, I think we got pretty much everybody saying that let's don't do the bow.
All right. Well, we'll just
So
do
we
some
can use
little
that bow
loops.
for something else.
Oh, there's no doubt. No doubt about it. It will not get wasted. That is for sure. All right, there's some. I've just cut them apart. Just these two. I just cut them off the big one.
Where do you want me to put them?
Sprinkle them all around.
All right, we'll sprinkle them around.
We're just sprinkling. We are just sprinkling.
And so what I do, I just stick it in there, and I take a piece of the pine, and I just wrap it around. And I do the same thing when I'm doing my Christmas trees too. I just take a piece of the pine and wrap it around.
That's
now I
exactly
glued
what I
this
do,
just
too.
to add a little bit of extra security, but really, I mean, that pine will hold it in there really well.
Yes. Yes, it will. And I'm putting one on the corner here that's facing up towards the lantern because we do want to make sure we've got some around the lantern too. Yeah, put one right in that corner, I think. Here we go.
Yeah, Teddy Joe said I like the smaller bow best.
Yes.
And I think that I agree.
Well, we will certainly use just the smaller one then. We aim to please.
Well, and this is a really pretty lantern, so you don't want to cover
You don't
it
want
up.
to cover.
I love this one. I use this. Actually, this is my lantern that I
Yep,
use in my house
it
too.
is.
That's why I said I don't remember for sure where I got it, but I think I got it from TJ Maxx because really that's where I buy a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? I didn't.
Where'd you get it?
It came from Kirkland's.
It
came
sure
from
did.
Kirkland's.
Yep. Yep. You are right. I remember it now.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you said it, I remembered it. Hopefully I've got that right. It's hard to see, but we're going to go with it.
Jackie asked how many trees I have in my home. Well, I have 2 big trees, and then my little girls each have a tree in their room.
Yeah.
So 4 total.
And they are all so pretty.
And I'm still not finished decorating them.
No, we will be starting next Thursday evening.
Yeah, they start theirs the day after Thanksgiving.
Well,
I've already
we actually
started.
start the evening of Thanksgiving. As soon as we finish eating, that's when I start decorating.
And I've been working on mine for about a week now.
Alright. Well, let's see if I can get this in. Okay. And these are just some berry stems that I'm putting in.
I love
They
those.
are pretty. I love them too.
Yeah, I love the look of
These
this.
are just gorgeous.
Yeah, Debbie, champagne color would be good in this also. You could add some of that if you wanted
sure
to.
could.
There's a lot you could do with it.
It would be
I think I
beautiful.
need to make another one. It's probably enough. If we even use them.
Yeah, we may. We just may. Oh, I hit my lantern. Or your lantern. Hit your lantern.
Yeah, I might have a little glue on my lantern
Yeah,
now.
you may have some glue on it. Probably will.
Hey Betty, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, we hope you all are doing well. What's the weather like where you are? It's raining.
It's raining here.
Mhm.
We have a metal roof on our building.
Yes,
so
and you can hear it. In fact, it started right before we started
So
the
y'all might-
live.
yeah,
So
yeah, you
we're
might-
like, oh,
hear it.
yeah.
Pamela, I love the frosted berries too. I could have put that in.
Oh well, here, stick that in there.
so you don't have to bend all the way over.
That will help. I've got some more of these, but we will wait. So now we're going to put our ornaments in. And we're actually just going to glue these in. So I'm going to try to put, let me find something to stir this with.
And those are pretty ornaments.
They
I don't
are
know if y'all can
gorgeous.
see them up close, but they're really
They are beautiful.
They're very pretty. They have a lot of detail to them. And these came from Hobby Lobby too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are beautiful. So I'm just going to dip them right in the glue and then just put them right into my wreath or centerpiece, just like this. And you want to make sure when you put it in to start arranging your pine just as soon as you get the ball on here, so that you can get it done before it dries. Because if you need to move stuff around, you want to make sure you still can.
Yeah, and this centerpiece would be great on a dining room table because it's gonna when we get done with it, it's gonna be pretty substantial size.
Definitely. Okay, here, you can put that one somewhere over in there. Uh-oh, did I knock you? I love these. I'll tuck this one right in here on this side. And then I've got one more of the large one, so I'm going to put this over on this side. Right in there. That looks pretty.
And these poinsettias, they're velvet. And they're just so pretty.
Now we've got these too, and I love these. They've got that frosted look to them. I think we'll leave them together. Yeah, let's try leaving them together.
And those of you who are watching live, thank you so much for joining us live. Make sure that you're following our page here on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and definitely share this video, please. We would really appreciate that.
Now with these, I want to put because we've got, how many? We got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I want to put them in a triangle too, since we've got 3 of them. So I just need to decide where I want to put my first one. And since I've got my poinsettias here, here, and back here, I'm going to do the opposite with these. So the first one I'm going to put is right in here.
Get that for you?
Yeah, get that one in there.
I know it can be easy to lean over that lantern like
It is. It's tough. That's all right though.
Those are pretty. I like
they
those.
are so pretty, aren't they? Yeah, I love that. And this one I'm going to put right over here, and if you'll just put that one somewhere right in there.
Okay.
Those are gorgeous. And we're just using the pine still, just wrapping it around it. Oh, I could have put the glue on you for you. I'm sorry.
And where'd you say you wanted this one right here?
Yeah, somewhere right in there will work. I've got one more gold one. Gotta get the tag off.
And I have to say, I'm actually loving it without any ribbons in it.
Yeah, we may not have even
I mean,
have
y'all
to
know I
use
love
any.
ribbon. But I love I don't know, it's just got a natural look that I really like about it.
Well, that's what's good about designing. You're not committed to anything. You can change anything you
And trust
choose.
me, we do.
Oh, yes.
We will change things so many times until we get it just the way.
Just exactly
we
how
want it.
we want it. That's right.
So don't be afraid to start with one vision and end up with
And
something
end up,
totally different.
It never. I can be in a store thinking about what I want to make, and trust me, I'll get a bunch of stuff, and it never turns out exactly like I was thinking.
Your original
because
vision.
I change it. Yeah, I change it up. Exactly. Now let's just put some of these sprinkled around, some of the little red.
So now we just have some small red and gold balls that we're going to kind of sprinkle around.
Yep, we're going to
These
do
are
the
frosted
same
ornaments.
thing.
They're not actually fruit, but they kind of look like big berries.
They do.
And those came from Hobby Lobby.
I love those. They are gorgeous. In fact, I told her I looked yesterday. I was hoping they had some gold ones because I wanted to put some sticking out of my tree, putting on my tree, but they didn't have any of these in gold. And that's what color I needed.
I should have put another glue pot out here.
I know. We didn't even think about it.
And I'm sure she mentioned it earlier, but I'll say it again because I know we always have tons of people ask us. We're using a glue skillet. That's what we're dipping the ornaments in. It's a glue skillet. It's by Surebonder. It is great. We love it.
Love it, love it, love it. And we know a lot of you do too.
Yes.
Those of you who are already using it. Okay, what about the front? Do we need some anymore?
Let me come around and look.
Yes, you come around and see where we may need one around the front. That is just so pretty.
Yeah, I think that it needs some red, like right
in
towards the
here?
front, yeah.
Is that good? Alrighty. Now, all right. Okay.
Maybe a couple of the small gold ones.
I was
I would put
thinking
maybe one there, and just because
Yeah.
I like a lot of. If
I
we're not
I
going to
like
use
a
the
lot.
ribbon.
Yeah,
And
well, I don't know if we are or not yet. We may just try it and see, and then if we don't like it, not use it. Where did you think this one?
I would put one maybe there. and
Right
then
in
on
here?
Each side, yeah. Each
Yeah.
side of that red.
Right here. Okay.
That gold is really pretty.
That I love it. I love this. Oh, that top broke. Okay. Now, where else did you
on the other
see?
side, under that big piece of pine.
Right here.
Yes, right there.
Yeah. There we go. We don't want holes in it. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Now give me one of the loops and let's just see if we want to use them. I don't know if we do or not. We're gonna play with them and see.
This is really pretty ribbon.
So you look. Do we want to add them or not, or do they take away too much?
What do y'all think?
Yeah, y'all
Let us
tell
know in
me,
the
should we
comments.
use any of the little...
And you won't hurt my feelings at all
No,
if you say no.
not at all.
You
We
can
are
say no.
fine.
You will not hurt my feelings, I promise.
Yeah. The majority, whatever the majority rules, that's what we will do.
Let's see.
Let's just see.
Okay, I think that we've got some no's.
Okay.
So we won't use it. I don't think it needs it.
You
and then we got some use it's.
Oh, yeah. So how many, we got to know how many of each.
So that's what it would look like with.
Yeah, that's with. So what does it look like so far? Equal?
Kind of even.
Even?
We got some no's and so. Okay, I think we've got a few more no's now, so we're gonna leave it out.
Okay, so we'll leave it out. Alrighty, there we go.
We'll leave the ribbons out.
That helps.
We'll find something else to use them for.
Alright, I've got another gold one I'm going to put back here.
We'll maybe make a wreath to match with the ribbons that we have.
We could certainly do that.
So we do have some yes and then some no's, but
yeah, I think that's how it always works.
and I think it probably would look good both either way.
Yeah, that's the truth. It really would. Okay, I think I'm going to put this one right.
I think that I want one more.
Look right there and give me some more gold balls.
Oh, well, I was going to use one more of these.
Yeah, now I could use more of those too, but yeah, here's some that I want. I want another gold one. Ooh, I like this one. Okay. I love the way that anything gold glittery looks with the pine, with the frosted pine. It's just so pretty.
Somebody in the comments said that the bows kind of take away from the bling.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love the frosted.
I love it with
and the look of the glitter too in there and all of that.
Yeah. Where else can I put this one? Because I love this ball. Let's see. I don't know if that'll be too much. I'm going to put it right there. See it a little bit.
Yeah, we've still got some results coming in. We've got, I don't know, we've got some
still
of both.
equal.
Yes, no, yes.
Yeah. That's usually what happens. That right there shows you that everybody has a different opinion.
It does. It shows you that
none of them are wrong or right. They're just all whatever
just
you like.
Preference, yeah, and everybody's different.
That's exactly right. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, does the front need any more?
Let's see. I think it's good the way it is.
I'm going to put one more gold one, I think, right in here on the back. Because you want to make sure it looks good from all angles, especially if you're using it on your table. Because people will be sitting around the table. So you want to make sure that it looks good from every angle.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be identical. You know, you don't have to have the exact same pattern or anything like that. You just want to make sure that they look good on each side.
Yeah, and someone in the comments mentioned about putting the bow on the top. And earlier we tried the other one, but you know,
maybe a small one.
You could put a smaller one or not. You know, I think it's really, or you could put the big one if you want to go all
big. Yeah,
go big or go home.
Either way,
either one.
You know,
or you could not. You could do it without.
Yep. But how does that look? Do you see anywhere that we need anything else? Because you know me, I'll keep adding until the cows come home, as my mama used to say. So
maybe we could add a few more ornaments inside.
Yeah, we certainly could.
Maybe some of the red.
Yeah, we don't want to cover up the candle, but as long as we don't.
And this is not a real candle, so don't.
No, it's not. So, and you just literally just toss them in. Except they came falling out, didn't they?
Came falling out.
Yeah. And you can use as many or as few, or you don't even have to put them on the inside. But I like them on the inside. Yeah. So there you go. And you see how easy it is. You just find where you want to put something and glue it in.
Yeah, I love these. A lot of y'all are commenting on those.
I love
icy
those. They are
balls.
absolutely beautiful. And those are at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have gotten more of those.
I know.
In different colors, because I like those.
I do. Yeah, it'd be beautiful just to fill it up with those, wouldn't it? In different colors. We got some glue strings. And these poinsettias are gorgeous.
Yeah.
But there you go.
All right, guys, there you go.
Isn't that pretty? It's so full.
And it's big.
It is. It is very big.
see.
Let's see. Where's my tape measure?
Well, it may not be
Here
over
it
there.
is.
Let's see, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, just see how large it
We'll see
ends
how
up
large it
being.
is. It's right at 28 inches.
Yeah. So that's for a nice large
28 to
table,
29.
and it would be perfect. You know, I just may have to keep this myself.
If I didn't already have a different theme.
Yeah, I just may have to.
But
keep
I want
it
my lantern
myself.
back. That's my lantern.
Well, I'm just gonna borrow your lantern until
you can borrow it.
till after Christmas. There you go. So, if you have any questions, put them in the comments.
Raise the lantern part up a little
Oh.
bit. Some people are asking to see it.
To see it. So there you go, just like that. Isn't that pretty?
And like I said, this is not attached. You could, should we show them what it would look
Yeah.
like if they wanted
Yes.
to? You could take it off
out and just use it.
and use it on a door if you wanted
Sure,
to.
you could, just like that.
Of course, you do need to clip the
Yeah, we
stems.
got to clip the stems off, right? But see, you could do it just like that, and it would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And she's just clipping off. Just don't get my finger.
Yeah.
Just don't get my finger.
There's probably a few more, but that's okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
And so, you know, if you wanted to make a wood stand for it to sit on, you could, but it's really, to me, it's not necessary.
Nope, it works just perfectly like that. So there you go.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us
this was
today.
a fun one to make. It really is.
Now I'll have to figure out something else to use my bows for since we didn't use them.
Oh, I bet we
But
can
I'm
find
sure
something.
we can find something else to use
Yep,
them
I'm sure we can. They will not go to waste.
with. No. And y'all be sure to make sure if you're watching on Facebook that you share this video and that you're following our Facebook page. Not just like it, but also follow it so that you do get notified when we go live. Now, we're live on our Facebook page every single Friday for Flower Friday Live at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the little bell so that you get notified. We have tons of DIY tutorials on our website, on our blog at www.gracemonroehome.com. So go check that out because we've got a lot of new things. And we're constantly working up on new things and coming up with new ideas for you guys.
That's
So
right.
make sure that you check us out pretty often.
And I know some of you may be shopping next Friday, but stop by and see us because we still will be
Live here
live
at 4 o'clock.
at 4 o'clock. That's
So in the middle of your Black Friday shopping, take a little break.
Yep.
At
And
4
come
o'clock
watch
Central
something.
and come watch us.
That's right. That's right. And we do hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see you very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.